Good morning. Hello, and on behalf of the Los Angeles City, Mayor Eric Garcetti, and the Emergency Management Department, I would like to say thank you to the C19 Coalition and to the Department of Transportation for joining us here today. We have Jay Kim from LADOT and we have Joe Wilson from the C19 Coalition. Today we celebrate and acknowledge valuable partnerships as we continue to respond to COVID-19. As you know, we've been activated since March 16, and we haven't stopped since. The success of relationships between the public, between the private sector, and the public sector is reflected in the coordination strength of LA's, the Emergency Management Department's Business Operations Center. They're the ones who create the partnerships between us and between the private sector. And in doing so, they have established key relationships with nonprofits, small businesses, corporations, and every entity in between. The C19 Coalition and its partners have been at work since March 2020, when we started to identify the best ways to tackle the pandemic and complex challenges that come with it. And we had quite a few of them. Focus areas include protective equipment, delivery, vaccine deployment, therapeutics, rapid testing, and economic recovery, all for the benefit of the public. The C19 Coalition has been at the forefront of every part of the COVID response challenge, tapping into global, governmental, and grassroots organizations. AIM Brands, a C19 partner, they were introduced to us by Joe, is demonstrating their commitment to efficiently and fairly distributing protective equipment supplies to enable the safe reopening of the city of Los Angeles. To date, AIM have donated 5 million masks to the city of LA, and in turn, through the Business Operations Center, they are being distributed to NGOs, to neighborhood councils, to neighborhoods that don't have the means to get these masks. One of the first recipients of this donation is the Department of Transportation, and they will be using the mask to pass them out on our mass transit system to the passengers. We must all do our part to save lives and hold one another accountable from promoting safe behavioral health. I applaud C19 and Joe Wilson, co-founder of C19, for their commitment to the public. And now I'm gonna invite Joe to say a couple of words.
Thank you, Aram. Appreciate you having me today. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Wilson, one of the co-founders of the C19 Coalition. I want to start by thanking Kit Nolan, Leslie Fletcher, Marcus Gibbs, and the entire AIM Brands team. Without your incredible generosity, this day would not be possible. This donation is a perfect encapsulation of many of the stories we have heard throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. When things are the toughest, Americans always step forward to help one another. When the AIM Brands team contacted me about their donation, it wasn't difficult for me to think of my own city's needs. Los Angeles was in the midst of a grueling surge of COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations, and it was apparent that the need for personal protective equipment would be a constant over the subsequent months. I was fortunate to be connected to Mayor Garcetti and Deputy Mayor Gurel by David Nevins and Claire Nevins. David and Claire's quick response allowed us to begin the discussions with Deputy Mayor Gurel's team and to finalize the donation in a matter of days. I want to especially thank Deputy Mayor Gurel, Aram Sarhikian, and everyone on the Deputy Mayor's team for taking immediate action to complete this generous donation. The last year has been a brutal one. At the C19 Coalition, we have seen this firsthand. Since March 2020, the volunteers of the C19 Coalition have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to fix atrophied supply chains globally, correct testing shortages nationally, and get protective equipment to disproportionately impacted communities. I could not be more proud to serve as a founder of this organization, and I'm extremely grateful for all the work you all have put in over the last 12 months. How refreshing it is that during a time when we all feel so apart, politically, physically, and emotionally, that we were brought together by the generosity of a company in Northwest Arkansas and a ragtag group of volunteers from all over the country, united by a common goal of not only helping a city, but our city. This donation and the work that went into making it possible gives me hope for better days. I hope this donation will not only protect those who need it most, but serve as a symbol of future collaboration between disparate groups and governments seeking to make a difference in people's lives. Thank you again for having me today. And with that, I would like to introduce Jay Kim, Assistant General Manager of the Los Angeles Department of Transportation.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jay Kim. I'm the Assistant General Manager over Mobility Management at LADOT. I oversee the transit services. First, thank you, AIM Brands, the C19 Coalition, and the Emergency Management Department for this generous donation of 5 million high-quality masks to date. That is tremendous. Your contribution is notable and commendable to ensure the safety of the public. As the second largest public transit service agency in the county, we also take public safety very seriously. At the beginning of this pandemic, we were quick to institute free rear boardings to minimize the contact between our drivers and passengers. In addition, we installed plexiglass barriers around our drivers for further protection. We also limited the number of passengers on our vehicles to create social distancing. And most importantly, we mandated all passengers wear a mask by installing a self-service mask dispenser on our buses in case we forgot to bring one. This has been a notable expense, so we really appreciate the generosity. Although the vaccine is here, the challenges of distribution and getting it into the arms of people will mean that we will have to continue to socially distance and wear masks for a while longer. So these donated masks will come in very handy in keeping everyone safe on our buses. Lastly, I want to thank the employees of LADOT Transit and our bus drivers who are doing an amazing job, and also the customers on our buses. Many are brave frontline workers who continue to provide essential service to the public, and really want to thank them. And again, thank you, AIM Brands, C19, and EMD for this tremendous donation to keep everyone safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Jay. These are challenging times for communities across the city, and we express our gratitude to Angelenos for showing courage, compassion, wisdom, and resolve during these trying times. Through the Emergency Operations Center, the City of Los Angeles will continue to lead, coordinate, and drive the recovery process because it is our responsibility to ensure that opportunity and resiliency are abound in the City of LA. With support and assistance from our sister agencies like the Department of Transportation, we will respond effectively, recover quickly, adapt to changing conditions, and manage future disaster risk as one. Thank you again for the partnership. Stay safe, please.